I always see comment under my photos like how you do bodybuilding or what I should to do to have a physique like yours. I do bodybuilding for now almost 7 years, but my way of doing it completely different than yours. And most of you wouldn't like my way, but I find that you guys are interested on this topic, so I decided that today I'm gonna share with you that how I would start bodybuilding if I wasn't a professional bodybuilder. What you are going to watch exactly what I teach my students at the gym, and also gonna teach them on my upcoming health and fitness community called Room of Discipline. And I have succeeded to change few ordinary people's lives from this to this. So without further ado, let's get into it. Well, first of all, you have to understand that how many categories are in natural bodybuilding. Most people don't understand the categories and they jump directly on it. So there are two main categories in natural bodybuilding. Number one is natural aesthetic building, and number two, natural muscle building. Number one works for those individuals who want to look good in front of camera or just look good without showing their muscle in clothes. This type of physique people often looks skinny in clothes. Number two, natural muscle building. This category is for those people who want to build hard dense muscle which is just longer. This type of physique people often look good with clothes or without clothes. So you have to choose a category. Let's say you choose the number one category. The number one category requires less work to put, but on this category you can just get the result much more faster because you are just into a short-term thing, not a long-term thing. And if you are just into building a lean physique which requires not so much work, then you can just check our free program on our website. But if you are serious about number two, on this category you have to have enough knowledge to do it, otherwise you cannot execute it. So building category 2 physique requires 5 key components. Number 1, which will be the motivation. Number 2, discipline. Number 3, consistency. Number 4, mindset. And the number 5, self-education. So starting from motivation, you have to have someone or something to look up to get the motivation to start. You can just look at me. I am just into making people's life better, and I do have people to look up to and just get influenced by from them. This is so important to understand. Number 2, discipline. So as you got motivated to start, then you have to have discipline to do the work. Example, going to the gym, eating the right food with right quantity, sleeping at the right time in the most optimal way. This requires discipline. Without discipline, you cannot succeed at that work. You can just look up to any successful individuals. All they are so disciplined at their work, and they know how necessary it is to be a disciplined person. Number 3, consistency. Well, as you build motivation and discipline, then you need consistency to keep doing the work. Just look at me. I built this physique by consistency. It took me almost 7 solid years to build this physique. All I did it with consistency. If I was not consistent for this amount of time, then I will never see this transformation. And it's not only about me. You can see so many hyper successful individuals in this world who put their enormous time to make their self or their business to make it fortune. As example, Arnold, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk. All these people build their fortune by being consistent. Arnold was having a dream to be the greatest bodybuilder of all time, and he did it by consistency. Steve Jobs was having a dream to make the best phone in this world, and he invented Apple, and he did it with consistency. These two individuals built the most craziest innovation in this world. All these people put a lot of time, like decades after decades, to do this. So you have to have the consistency to do that work for at least 5 years. Then you're gonna see the result. We are on our number 4 key component, that is mindset. So as you do all of this thing, then you need to have something to keep doing this work, and that's where mindset comes. If you have only motivation to do it, then you cannot do it. But if you have the mindset to do it, then you can do it. Look, natural bodybuilding takes 3 years, 5 years, or sometimes decade. And here, if you cannot build a mindset, then you will find a stage on your life where you will see you are failing. Look, you have to understand that natural bodybuilding isn't just a sport, it's a lifestyle, and building a lifestyle takes a right mindset. So now you can ask a question that what it takes to build a strong mindset. So building a strong mindset requires three key elements. Number one, a long-term vision. Number two, building habits. And number three, the courage to do it. Well, let's talk about vision. Mindset builds with vision, and you have to build a strong vision. So the exercise to build a long-term vision is to think deeply whom you're gonna be. Like an individual who just want to be healthy, or a person just want to inspire the next generation, or a person who just want to achieve his goal and just doing it for just sake of doing it. All this example will give an idea that what you have to build and how much you have to build, and this is what will give you boundaries and limits on your mindset, and you will know what you have to do with your life. Number two, building habits. As you grow up, you will understand that you have to adapt few habits like reading books regularly, eating good foods, or surrounding with good people, or like those people who is attached with your goals. All this will give you strength on your mindset, and mindset will help you to achieve your goals. And the number three key element is the courage to do it. Well, you can learn all this, but if you're not going to implement it and not be patient with your life, in simple words, you cannot make it. And you have to do it regularly. It will give you more concise and clear thoughts to do it in a better way. And eventually it will help you to build a sustainable mindset. So that's how much important is to have the courage to do it. And here we are in 5, the last and the most important component to be a natural bodybuilder. So before talking about this, let me tell you about my upcoming health and fitness community. So in my community, I am gonna share all the raw truth. What are the special foods I eat, what are the workouts I did, how I build this physique, and many more secret insights what cannot be spoken in free domain. And me and my team will help people like you to achieve their goals and their dreams. So the number 5 component is self-education. Look, the reason I am talking about this because I have seen people who copy successful bodybuilders workouts or their diets, but few weeks later they don't get the result, and all those individuals blame those bodybuilders or their programs. But they don't understand that they are not eating like those pros, and also they are not taking steroid like those pros. And those bodybuilders take steroid to like be that much of bulky. You cannot have that much of big bulky body without steroids. We see people and try to do the same like them, but we don't think that does it gonna worth it or not. Look, you have to understand the root, not the surface. Pay attention on those people whom you wanna become. Just try to understand how they eat, what food they eat, how they communicate, how they operate their work, what books they read. You have to understand what work they do. Then you will find the meaning to become that person. And only the time when you're going to understand all of this, when you're going to educate yourself. If you cannot process things by yourself, there is nobody in this world who have that much power to teach the process to you. You have to do this process by yourself. Self-education means leveraging yourself into a lesson, and when you just take that lesson and understand that what it is about and how you can just implement on your life and get benefits, that's called the actual benefit from this lesson, and that's what we call self-education. And by this point of this video, you should have zero doubt in your mind that self-education is the best path to become who you wanna become. Self-education can propel you to make a better human faster than any other university out there. So with all being that said, I really hope whenever you are going to attempt something in life, you will learn to do it by yourself. So I hope you find some value on this video. If yes, please do like and share. And any of you who are interested to join Room of Discipline, please wait few more weeks, and then you will able to join and start changing your life. So with all that said, just know I am watching from afar and I am rooting for you.